What's up, guys? Welcome back to Diggin Sports. Today we're going to talk about just some predictions on some picks of the NFL wild card. Just what I think is going to transpire. We'll go through the wild card games. They go through Monday. We're going to talk about that and give you some previews and some picks on that. But if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. We have hit 302 subscribers. That is really, really nice. I really do appreciate it. That is very, very nice. We're, some 698 to hit that 1,000. And then we will be able to give out that $75 gift card to one lucky winner, which I'm sure everybody out there would be more and more happy to win that. But like I said, hit that like button, hit subscribe, comment. Drop me some comments on what you think. College football season in the books. Been a good one in football in college. I'll be sure to drop some posts of post-season. And to all you Georgia fans, be sure to tune into that one. I'm sure you guys will like what I have to hear. Like to hear what I have to say. But without further ado, let's get into the wild card of the NFL. I know it's something different. I normally talk about college football, but here we are talking about the NFL. All right. So to start off on Saturday, the 14th. Pretty sure it's 14th, right? I think so. All right. We're going to have the Seahawks at the number 7 seed, taking on the number 2 seed, the 49ers. 49ers are favored by 10. This game kicks off at 4:30 on Saturday. So be sure to tune on this. It'll be brought to you by Fox, and you can stream that on Fubo TV. I'm a member of Fubo TV. Fubo is a great channel, great service to use. So, my opinion, try Fubo. It is very, very nice. Price is not that much. So, yeah. Sorry I'm being a little bit. But that is very, very nice to have. All right, so in this game, I think it's going to be going. I think, you're going to have I think 49ers may have found the guy that they're going to run with at quarterback. He's been doing pretty well. And Purdy. And then you got the Seahawks that have lost Russell Wilson, and they have went to Geno Smith at quarterback. He's done a very well job. He's been able to keep these guys in the playoffs this year, which is nice to see for a Seahawks fan. But all right, so back in week 2, the Niners beat the Seahawks 27-7. San Francisco then followed that up with a 21-13 win in week 15. So you're already leaning toward, the 49ers. I'm going to lean to the 49ers as well. I will lean to them. I think the defense will find a way to come together. In those 2 games, they only gave up a total of 20 points to the Seahawks in 2 games. And they've came up with 27 and 21. So that's really nice there. So that's a pretty big differential. A very, very more close game in week 15 at 21-13, lost by 8. But I think the defense is going to make a play or two. Bosa on that side looks really, really well. I think those guys will find a way to, get that going for them. Although I will say the 49ers have had struggles in the postseason under rookie quarterbacks. They are 9-18 since 1983, which is a big hit for 49ers. But I think that may stop this year. For the 49ers, just because I think the defense is going to make a play or two. Maybe pick off Geno Smith. So I'm going to go 49ers in this one. Be sure to watch that game on Fox at 4:30. And then the next one we have the fifth seed Chargers taking on the 4 seed Jaguars. What a turnaround for the Jaguars. Just let me mention that real quick. The Jaguars are underdogs in this game. They are 1.5 point underdogs. If you're a betting man, this might be that game to look into. I think the Chargers are a really, really good team. But I think the Jaguars are right now, turning that season around. Got really, really hot at the end of the season, and now here they sit at the 4th seed in the playoffs from a year ago, under Urban Meyer. What was it, like winning 1 or 2 games it was, I think. It was a very, very struggle for them last year, and to turn it around this year, I think is really, really nice. This is a rematch of one of the most surprising games of the year back in Week 3. The Jaguars destroyed the Chargers 38-10 on the road. Trevor Lawrence, he threw for 3 touchdowns on a day where the Jags put up 413 yards of total offense. So, to me, though, I think the Chargers are a different team right now than where they was at the beginning of the year. I think they've turned that around. I think this is going to be a lot better game, but I think the Jags, just for what they're running with right now, and that just that game in total of 413 yards total offense. I think Trevor Lawrence has a big game in this one, and I think the defense will make a play or two for the Jaguars. I like this one close, not 38-10 like it was in Week 3. I like a lot closer game, but I'm going to take the Jags over the Chiefs. All right. And then Sunday, we have Sunday, January 15th. We got the 7th seed Dolphins taking on the 2 seed Bills. I want to point out is just what a miracle it was for Hamlin, and to come back from that, dude struck dead basically, and had to bring him back 2 times. It's a miracle. That's something you do not see a lot. But respect to him, and it's something you just don't see, man. That's very, very nice to see. Nice to see him, was able to get out of the hospital. I think it was on Tuesday, I think, got out of the hospital. Maybe it had been Wednesday. I don't know. I'm not sure on a date, but he is back home in Buffalo. Very, very nice to see. I would love to see him back on the field one day, but I don't want to rush things. Take care, Mr. Hamlin, and we'll hope to see you back on the field one day. But in this game, the Dolphins look like they're going to be without Tua, and without Tua playing on the road at Buffalo, I think that hurts you really, really bad in this game. I think Tyreek Hill is a great wideout, but without Tua's ability to get it to him, I think it favors the Bills. The Bills favored in 10 on this one. This will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. I think the Bills are going to show out on this one. And not to mention, the Dolphins also have Teddy Bridgewater, your finger. He might not play as well. So now you're sitting down to Skylar Thompson might get to start for the Dolphins. It's gonna be. I'm gonna take the Bills big in this one. I know it's playoffs, but this is a wild card. Bills being number 2 seed, kind of playing for Hamlin right now. I think that's kind of big, but we'll see. But I got the Bills big. I mean, that's where I see this one. Let me know in the comments below. Do you see this one close, or do you think this gets out of hand just like me? Also on Sunday, we got the 6 seed Giants at the 3 seed Vikings. Looks like the Vikings are going to be favored by 3 in this game. This one is at 4:30 on Sunday. Brought to you by Fox. Check that on Fubo. Go Fubo. These two played one of the wildest games of the season on Christmas Eve in a matchup that was decided until Greg Joseph hit a 61-yard field goal on the final play. This will be Minnesota's first home playoff game since the Minneapolis Miracle in January of 2018. So these guys getting back in the playoffs for the first time since 2018. 5 years in the making. So, but I think the Giants could be just as hungry. But I think I love Daniel Jones. I think he has done some great things for the Giants at quarterback. But I think Kirk Cousins is just going to outplay Daniel Jones in this game, and I think it gives the Vikings the win. I think they just got more weapons than the Giants, and offensively, I think this comes down to quarterback play, and I'm going to favor Kirk Cousins in this one. So let's go with the Vikings. I think this is really close. This could come back down to a final play of the game kind of thing. Whoever gets the ball last, but I'm going to go Vikings. And then on last game on Sunday, we have the Ravens, 6th seed, at the 3 seed Bengals. This is at 8:15 Eastern Time on Sunday night. This is brought to you by NBC. Check that on Fubo. All right. It's not clear yet if Lamar Jackson will make the start. He has been fighting a knee injury, but that can play a big factor. If he does play, it will mark his first action in 6 weeks that he's been on the field. Jackson did lead the Ravens to a 19-17 win over the Bengals back in Week 5, but the Bengals got their revenge in Week 18, 27-16 over the Ravens. So we got a split, and we go into the playoffs for somebody to break that split. And I think it's going to be the Bengals breaking that split. The Bengals came on really hot playoffs last year. I think that continues this year with Joe Burrow, baby. I think he has a big game, and I'm going to take it Lamar Jackson doesn't play, but even if he does, I think being absent for 6 weeks, I think he could be a little rusty if he does play. So I'm going Joe Burrow in the Bengals. I think they have a good offensive production in the game, and I think the defense will make a play or two in some big keys of the game. But I'm going to go Bengals in this one. And then on Monday, we're going to have the number 5 seed Cowboys against the number 4 seed, the Buccaneers. I'm going to go and say this. Tom Brady, as said, probably one of the best that's ever played in the NFL. I'm not a fan of him, but he's done what he's done. It is what it is. Love him, hate him, whatever. I'm just not a fan of him in particular. But he's had a very, very rough season. What is it? 8-9 this year? That is, he's with a losing record, and he's in the playoffs. Every team in the NFC South was 1 game behind him. That's how ugly it looked in the NFC South this year. But let me go ahead and tell you this, there is a difference between regular season Tom and postseason Tom. Cowboys are going to advance to the divisional round. And to do that, they'll do something they've never done. And that's to beat Tom Brady. They are 0-7 all time against Tom Brady. All right. Sorry. TV went off. We're just going to continue without it. This is the last game. Technical difficulties on the computer side. I'm sorry about that. But I think it ends here. I think they finally strike blood against Tom Brady, and I think they're able to go 1-7 and 7 against him. And I think the Cowboys are hungry enough to find a way to beat him. They did lose in week 1 to him again, which made them 0-7. They lost 19-3. But I think it ends here. I think they find a way to win and to knock off Tom Brady for the first time. I think Dak, he will have his guys ready, hungry for this win, hungry to move on to the divisional. And I'm going Cowboys over the Bucks. Sorry about that to all you Tom Brady fans. Nothing personal, but I think they're hungry enough and they find a way to beat him this go round. So give me the Cowboys. Hope you guys enjoyed the predictions on the NFL wild card. And then we'll come back after it's all said and done in the wild card, and we will do some picks on the divisional round. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please drop a like, a subscribe, and a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's hit that 1,000 so we can get up this $75 gift card. Anything else you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, always here at Diggin Sports. Keep digging.